It's another edition of FMBN podcast here on 7FM TV, the program that beams the spotlight on all the activities, events, happenings, the products and services that the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria offers. Do stay with us as we take a deeper dive into the world of mortgage banking. My name is Patience Okai, your host. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced star 219 hash. Star 219 hash is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial star 219 hash. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like star 219 star 3 hash to retrieve your NHF number, star 219 star 4 star 1 hash to check your last 5 transactions, and star 219 star 4 star 2 hash to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. Star 219 hash. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
So let's talk about the housing fact, which is the frequently asked questions by Nigerians. Some Nigerians are asking, can letter of grant issued by the State Ministry of Lands and Housing serve as collateral in accessing construction and NHF loans? Here's the response.
No, the bank does not accept letter of grant in accessing construction and NHF loans.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has transcended from one stage to another with nomenclatures, starting from its creation in 1956 to where it is today, with many achievements. Let's join Austin Beatrice Sinam as he takes us into a bit of history.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, a government-owned institution that provides long-term housing finance to Nigerians, was established in 1956 as a result of the Federal Mortgage Act of 1956. The bank was then known as the Nigerian Building Society, NBS, a joint venture of the Commonwealth Development Corporation and the Federal Eastern Government of Nigeria. In 1973, following the indigenization policy, the federal government, through Act 1973, acquired NBS and renamed it the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. The bank, in its transitioning, has been implementing reforms to improve its efficiency and effectiveness. In January 1977, the law founding it came to effect. It gave FMBN the ability to guarantee construction loans financed from private investment. The bank also inherited the assets of the previous Nigerian Building Society following its dissolution. Between 1978 and 1985, it was the only mortgage institution in Nigeria. However, in 1989, the government of Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida felt that the objective of the federal government housing policy were slow to realization. He therefore liberalized the housing finance sector and opened opportunities for retail-oriented primary mortgage institution. FMBN was then repositioned as the apex mortgage institution, regulating other primary mortgage institution, PMIs. In furtherance of expanding mortgage financing to more Nigerians, the government created the National Housing Fund Scheme by Act 1992, a compulsory contribution scheme to mobilize funds to develop the mortgage sector. Today, FMBN has over 5 million subscribers who are contributors to the National Housing Fund Scheme, NHF.
We have over 5 million contributors to the NHF scheme. These are workers across the country, both in the private and public sectors. And of recent, the bank had also introduced products for the informal sector in order to bring them into the scheme. So in terms of contribution, we want to expand the base of the NHF scheme by bringing in the informal sector, which is the largest economic sector we have in the country in terms of contribution to our GDP.
Its estate spread across various states in the country, and many Nigerians have benefited through its product and services. These products and services include the National Housing Fund loan, rent-to-own loan, the home renovation loan, the construction loan, and the diaspora construction loan. FMBN, according to the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the bank, Madu Haman, has not been able to raise up to 1 trillion from its contributory fund. Yet, with the little, the bank has delivered many housing projects for Nigerians in various states across the country. These testify to the vision of the bank to be preferred mortgage institution, providing reliable and affordable home ownership for Nigerians. From 7 TV, Austin Beatrice Sanam.
And that's about that in a bit of history of FMBN. Well done, Austin. Coming up next is the FMBN news for the week. But before then, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Huh?
What is it again?
Oga, as they drive this car, my mind no dey. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again. I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amen.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Glad to know that you are still with us here on FMBN podcast. If you're just joining us, we are talking about the history of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, of course, the products and services that FMBN offers, and do well to follow 7FM TV on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. So let's bring you the FMBN news for the week. And many thanks for joining us on this week's edition of FMBN podcast here on 7FM TV. Do well to join us next week for another interesting and informing edition of the program. And of course, do well to follow us on all our social media handles at Instagram 7TV_NIG, Twitter 7TV_NIG, Facebook 7TV Nigeria, YouTube 7FM-TV. You can also visit our website at www www.7media.ng. Do well to also visit www.fmbn.gov.ng for more inquiries. Till I come your way next week, my name is Patience Okai, your host. Stay blessed. Bye.